Okay, today is Monday, April 7th, and we had a great weekend. Friday we had our grandbaby, and there's just nothing that can compare to that. Then Saturday, my wife and I went to the gym, trained brutally hard, but we loved it. We had a great time suffering together. Then yesterday, we spent the day basically recovering. Just we had a good little breakfast where we kind of let ourselves eat a little bit more. We had some a little bit looser diet on Sunday morning, only for one meal. Um, but then we spent the day watching reruns of Sanford and Son. Just found that, and both were cracking up, remembering times as a kid when we used to watch it. Um, and it got me thinking this morning and really focusing on in my meditation and in my practicing of gratitude, how lucky am I that while I have so much that I need to accomplish and so many uh, problems of the world, financial, it looks really, really tough in that aspect. But what I do have is I have a wife that is my best friend, and people say that, but she truly is. And you know, we're not perfect. She's not perfect. I'm definitely not. But we're perfect for each other, I think. We enjoy a lot of the same things. We absolutely have our differences. Um, she's incredibly neat, tidy. I actually used to be when I was younger and kind of got away from it. She's kind of motivated me to get back to that way. She sings beautifully. I can barely talk, so we're not identical in any way. We have certain differences that I think actually help us to bond better. But we have a lot of things. We love the same foods. Um, we've come to bond over training, and that's something that I don't think we will ever. In fact, I know we'll never stop. So I really focused on that and tried to get in that feeling and let that feeling of how grateful I am, then just began my imagining and imagined the home that we're going to have together and all of the other things that we want to have, and let that lead into the things that I certainly want to do to help others, and I know she's right there with me. She may not have the same uh, ways of wanting to help people, but I know that's what she wants to do. And we know that the more financial freedom we have, the better ability we'll be able to do that. But I didn't, I'm trying to not just sit down and start imagining. That's okay, and that's certainly all right to do, and it's definitely better than not doing anything. But I think it's more helpful if you can kind of first get into a state of feeling grateful and allow that to really permeate your body, um, and then begin to think about the things that you want. Because um, as you, the things that you want, you're trying to create the feeling of already having them. And if you're anchored with something that you truly are grateful for, it's much easier to kind of transition that into it. Because, the home that we want, I want to share with her. Well, if I'm already grateful of all the other things I share with her, it's something. So, whatever it is that you have in your life, again, you start with being grateful that you woke up, being grateful that you can breathe, being grateful that you can walk, talk, hear, see, whatever it is that you, little bitty, you can start with that and let it grow into other things. But it's impossible to not be grateful for something, because that's just a miserable way to live if you're not. You've got to find those things, and you've got to really start with that before you can really have anything else. I mean, you certainly don't want things to be in your life that you aren't grateful for. You don't want financial wealth that comes in, abundance that comes in, and to be, you know, you see stories all the time, people hit the lottery and they're broke in a couple of years. And I don't think they were fully understanding what they had and were truly grateful for it and realized the incredible potential that opened up for them. So today we're going to go to the gym here in a little bit. But you know, my problems, they're not gone by any means. The same financial problems I had Friday when I posted, or Saturday, whatever it was, I got them today. And they're there, they're real, but I know, I feel that the freedom, the financial, well, it's already there. It's hard to describe, but many people talk about it in the quantum realm, that you exist in every possible variation of you that could exist. It's an infinite number. So there is a you that whatever it is in your mind that you want, you can be sure that exists. And it is simply a matter of you, they call it, you know, stepping into, some say, I forget who says that, but just becoming that. And that's what we're trying to do. You know, ultimately, that's all we all want is happiness. So find the happiness that you have right now that's in your life. Be grateful for that. And then just put one foot in front of the other and keep reaching. Reach for it. Don't grasp. Don't look for something that you feel is out of your reach. Reach for it as if it's right there and all you have to do is grab it. Create that in your mind. That's what I'm doing. And I believe that you're going to see in this journey that I do reach it, that I do follow the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza, Elmer Locker, Brian Scott, Louise Hayes, and so many others that are out there. I think that you'll see. And as I find more content creators, I want to give them credit. I want people to know that these people that are out there are doing good things, and there really is something that you can get from each one of them. So I really appreciate, again, you know, anyone that's watching this, and to my future self, I appreciate you looking back and seeing where we came from, because that's what this is really all about. And, you know, I'm going to tell myself this. You need to learn to tell yourself, I love you. It sounds ridiculous when you first do it, when you look in the mirror, when I look in this camera, but I do. I love you, Rhett. And you're going to get the life that you deserve. It's there. We just have to take it.